loves, welcome back for another video, or welcome if you're new here. It has been so long since I have said that and sat down to record a video, and we're gonna get into it. I'm doing my little Halloween makeup look today, and I thought it would be a fun way to come back just to sit down with you guys and do a good old-fashioned beauty video. I absolutely love doing get ready with me's because they're casual, and this one is a little more fun because we have like the spooky flair of it being Halloween themed. So I'm putting on a little bit of primer right now. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish, which I've used forever. I can't promise that I will mention every single product that I use, but I will do my best to link everything down below if you're wondering what anything is. So what I'm going for is a very basic girl Halloween costume, but basically I want to do a scarecrow look. I feel like this is pretty work friendly because it's not too much makeup. So like here's some inspo. I don't know if it's gonna focus. There we go. So like this one, these are kind of like my inspo pictures, just so you guys get an idea. So nothing too crazy or out there, but I thought it'd be like a fun little thing to do for work. I'm wearing a flannel. I have these cowgirl boots that I'm gonna wear too, so it's like a little country flair. Sorry, out of focus, but I think my camera will catch up. So for foundation, I'm just mixing 2 shades of the Revlon Color Stay. I'm getting pretty close now to my pale shade, but I find that when I just use it, I look kind of washed out. So I've been adding a little bit of my darker shade just to kind of even everything out. Let's get into some life update stuff while I'm doing my foundation, since it's not necessarily the most exciting part of my makeup routine for today, if you will. Basically, I've just kind of had a lot going on, and I hate to say that as like an excuse for why I haven't been uploading, because that's not exactly the case. Like, I always have a lot going on, just like most young adults do, you know. There's that struggle of trying to balance working and, you know, your social life and everything that you're responsible for. And yeah, I just kind of fell off balance in October, and I've had a really incredible month, don't get me wrong. It's just that my priorities have kind of been in other places. My mom came to visit near the beginning of the month, which was super fun, but of course I wanted to spend as much time with her as possible, and so I really didn't get a chance to film while she was here. And also that weekend I filmed a wedding for a friend, which was so exciting and fun, and I've been working on editing it ever since, like basically whenever I have free time throughout this month. And it's coming out pretty well, and it's been so fun, and I think is gonna kind of help me to start going more in the direction of freelancing more, which is also really, really exciting, because as much as I love my job, after a while it all kind of feels the same when you're just like producing videos for one organization. Like, there's only so many ways you can be creative, so to get to do something different and fun and just out of my comfort zone has been so awesome. And it's just like time has flown by when I've been working on that video. Like sorry, I'm dropping things off my vanity, but it's just been awesome. Like, I've been working on it on the metro a lot of days that I'm commuting into work, and the time has flown by. Like, I just know, you know, I've always known that I love video and that it's kind of what I'm meant to be doing, but I feel like that has kind of solidified for me that I always am going to kind of need new creative projects to keep me going. And this isn't really a surprise to me. My goal, honestly, like maybe 5 years down the road, if I were to get that intense, is to be working for myself and do some kind of mix of freelance video work and editing and all of that, and then also doing some kind of consulting. So eventually we will get there. But anyway, October has just been kind of a busy month, and as much as I've wanted to make YouTube a priority, it just hasn't been there for me this month. For me, really, if I don't film on the weekends, it's just not gonna happen, and I hate to admit that, but it's just kind of where I'm at. And like, my weekends lately have just been filled with other things, and also a lot of relaxing. I had a pretty nasty cold through part of this month, and so that also knocked me on my butt, and I was just like, welp, I'm certainly not going to be filming a YouTube video while I sound like Kermit and feel like crap and just want to literally be in my bed like all day. So this month honestly just got away from me, and I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long. You guys have been so great and supportive this year while I've actually been like somewhat of a like normal YouTuber who actually uploads every week, and I'm sad to like have lost that streak so much this month. There have been times where I've kind of faltered and lost it, but 2019 in general has been such a good year for my YouTube channel. Like I've actually been pushing myself to be creative and be consistent, and it sucks to have fallen off of that trend, but I really want to get back into it. So also I'm sorry if I keep going out of focus. I have my camera on auto focus because sometimes when I do these get ready with me's and kind of like lean back and forth, I'm out of focus the whole time, but then my camera doesn't always keep up, so I'm sorry. But at least this part isn't like the most important of the whole video. So anyway, that's really where I've been, is just kind of living life and having my priorities in different places. But I do feel like working on this wedding video, like I mentioned, it's been so creative and different for me, and I've realized that I just really kind of need that, you know, in my personal life to keep me going, keep those creative juices flowing. So I definitely want to make an effort to do that more, and maybe in turn be more creative for my YouTube channel, which I've talked about doing but haven't necessarily always acted on. So I want to switch that up and try to do some more creative things. Of course, we have the holidays coming up, so that leaves some opportunities to do fun and different things, and I definitely want to try to take advantage of that. For the fun part of my eyeshadow, I'm just going to dive into the classic Coastal Scents 88 Shimmer Palette, not holding it all the way up because colors will tumble and fall everywhere because this is so old, which also probably isn't the best for me in theory, but we won't talk about that part. So most of the looks that I saved on Instagram were very like orange, so that's what I'm going to go for here. I'm just using a nice shimmery little color here. The autofocus was not working for me, so I went back to manual, and hopefully I stay in focus. This is what I have so far. It's nothing crazy. It's just kind of orangey and a little shimmery, and then I'm going to go back in with my little Naked palette here and use this reddish shade for the crease, just to kind of keep it even warmer and slightly more dramatic. Again, I'm going to work today, so since Halloween is on a Thursday this year, so I'm not exactly going as all out if I was like going to a friend's Halloween party or something. But this honestly is kind of all out for me just because I literally almost never wear makeup to work. So this alone is like kind of a bigger step, I guess, if you will. So pretty proud of myself for putting this together. And I mean, it's nothing amazing. I'm not saying I'm a makeup artist. You guys know that. But I think it's coming together okay. I'm pretty proud so far. I feel like I had so much more that I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video, and now I'm just kind of drawing a blank, so I'm sorry if this hasn't been the most exciting chit chat get ready with me. But I don't know, life has just been happening, you know, nothing crazy exciting. It was really cool having my mom come visit. We did some like fun fall activities. We took her to Butler's Orchard, which is up in Maryland, and it was so fun. We had like the classic fall day. My friend Michelle, who used to live with Ken and I, came with us, and we had such a blast. It was awesome, and really we just had such a good weekend in general. It was a good just little vacation from life, and yeah, I don't know, things have been really good. For a while I was kind of struggling with where I was at just professionally in a way, like I just felt kind of stuck in my job, but lately things have been picking up. We've had a bunch of events this month, which also I think is part of why I kind of took a step back from my channel, because more was going on at work and I just really wanted to focus on that. And it's not that, you know, I don't still have personal time, of course I do, but I don't know, it's really all about balance in life. And so this month I think I just really prioritized rest, and I needed to, because like I mentioned earlier, I got sick and that is just not ideal. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna fix my eyeliner here because I'm struggling. All right, now that that eyeliner situation is fixed, oh man, have you guys ever seen that meme where it's like, I'm just gonna put on a little eyeliner and then suddenly she has like this massive cat eye on because, you know, you go back and forth trying to fix your eyeliner situation, and then by the time you get it even, it's like huge. So at least I feel like it kind of fits the vibe since it's Halloween, so it's fine. And like, it's nothing over dramatic, it's just a little thicker than I kind of was going for originally. As I was saying before I got distracted with my eyeliner, things have really been picking up at work, which has been such a welcome change of pace for me. We launched a Instagram page recently, and it's been really, really cool because our social media and web director has kind of just handed Instagram off to me. And so it's been such a fun project to kind of launch our page and start getting things going and start posting some stories at events and things like that. It's just something that's different than I've ever done at work before. I mean, of course I've run my own personal Instagram and my Instagram for this YouTube account, but of course it's different when you do that kind of work in a professional setting. So it's been sort of intimidating, but also since it's a new account, there's less pressure because we don't have the same kind of following that we have on our other accounts and platforms. So it's been a really cool project. It's been so fun. And then again, with all the events that have been going on this month, I have a lot of videos to work on, and I've been able to work from home a little more recently, which has also been a really wonderful and welcome change of pace. And then just also a small kind of like personal, professional victory, I guess. Every couple of years, my organization does a salary comparability study. And as a result of that, they realized that my position was underpaid in comparison to other organizations. So I actually got a raise because of that, which was a really welcome surprise. It wasn't something that I thought was gonna happen because I did, you know, have like an increase once I hit a year, which is a pretty standard thing I feel like at a company, as long as you're like doing your job. But something like that was just kind of random and unexpected and just nice. So I've been in a really good place with work. And I think the fact also that I'm kind of having the opportunity to do some freelance work outside of work too, it's just been fun and new opportunities to be creative and kind of push myself, which I think I've really needed for a while. So I'm super grateful that things have worked out that way. All right, we're almost ready to get into the actual like scarecrow part of the makeup, which is exciting because I feel like I've spent too much time focused on like, you know, my eyes and just like your average stuff, which I mean, yeah, gotta look good. But now I like don't have as much time as I would have liked to do the actual like Halloween part of my makeup, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple like I've been mentioning throughout. So now we have some brow action. It's so sad, but like I really haven't worn makeup much at all this entire month. So it's like super weird to see my face with makeup on. Nice change of pace. We had to do at least a little bit of bronzer. I feel like even as a scarecrow, you've got to have a little bit of a glow, not be totally pale. So let's see, for blush, I'm gonna do kind of like really intense circles right on my cheeks because I feel like that's what I've seen for a lot of these looks, and I think it's pretty cute. So just gonna kind of pat it on and see how this goes. Not going, ooh, I'm getting blush everywhere because I like wanted to pick up a lot of product. Cute. All right. See, that's pretty good, right? Not amazing, but again, not a makeup artist here. So as long as I get it pretty even, I'm gonna be happy. I probably could have done better with this with a different brush, but we're already getting in there. So let's just roll with it, right? Now I'm just going to do a little bit more with a stippling brush, which I know, it's funny, on camera I feel like it actually looks more intense than it does in real life, which usually it's the other way around. So yeah, okay. I feel like that's pretty good. Like that's more blush than I would normally wear. And it's like, you know, right on the apples of my cheeks, which is also not what I'd normally do, but that's kind of what we're going for. Now, I feel like one of the major features of this kind of makeup is doing a little scarecrow nose. So I'm starting with more of the blush. This looks so funny. I'm just putting that right on the tip of my nose. And then, yeah, I feel like my cheeks are just not piling it up as much as I wanted. There we go, that's better, okay. So now the moment of truth, drawing out the outline of the nose. And I'm just using the same eyeliner that I used on my face. I'm scared, guys, that I'm gonna mess this up, but we got it right. All right, could be better, could be worse. I'm just gonna add some little like stitches to kind of blend it in better. So I feel like this was probably a little ambitious, but whatever. It doesn't have to look perfect as long as you kind of get the idea. All right, and now for the mouth. Say a prayer for me, guys. I feel like I did that way better than the nose, but let me just connect it a little bit more. You know, this is not the cutest scarecrow that has ever been done, but sorry, dropping things. I feel like it's pretty solid. I'm gonna do a little bit of a kind of like orangey coral lip color to tie things together. So one of the last details, I just feel like the nose part is not as orange as I wanted it to be, so I'm taking an eyeshadow brush back into the blush so that I can be kind of a little more precise and pigmented with it. Maybe I'll try the darker one too. Last but not least, I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter. This is the Rach Love's Pixie Highlight Palette. It's called the Layers Palette, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of tea here on a little brush. Just feel like you can't do makeup this dramatic without adding at least a little bit of glow, you know? All right, well, this is the finished look. I don't know if it's amazing, but I think it's cute. It's definitely along the lines of what I was going for. So I'm just going to set it with some De-Slick Urban Decay setting spray, which feels amazing because for some reason I'm like sweating right now. So wow, this is a lot. I hope other people at work are dressed up because otherwise they're gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, so anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching this video. I know it was kind of all over the place, but I really just wanted to do something fun, share my Halloween makeup process with you and what's been going on in my life, catch up with you, all of that good stuff. So if you made it to the end of this video and you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you're new here. Also leave me a comment and tell me what you were for Halloween because I think this is such a fun time of year to dress up and do fun makeup and costumes and all of that. So yeah. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Turn that shit up.